passion to travel and desire to learn English took me away from Eastern Europe and brought me all the way to London when I was 19. At that time, I was just a poor student, so I was counting every penny. At the same time, I was staying in the city center of London, in the huge apartment near Hyde Park. And during my stay, I went to see musical Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, went to the Buckingham Palace, and had breakfast at the skyscraper top roof restaurant during the sunrise. Now, you might be wondering, how could I do all those luxury things while having almost no money? Couchsurfing is the answer. Couchsurfing has changed my life, and I'm here to show you how it can change yours too, at least the way you travel. Couchsurfing is a platform of travelers who host each other, usually on a couch. And this is my absolutely favorite way to travel. I just love when locals are showing me non-touristic places and taking me to non-touristic activities. But why would you crash on a couch of a stranger if there are hotels and hostels? Why would you take a risk of staying with someone you don't know if you can rent a place to yourself? There are many reasons, but today I want to share with you just 3 of them. The first reason why Couchsurfing can change your life is seeing the country from the perspective of the local. At the end of 2016, I went to the Couchsurfing New Year party in Stockholm, and there I met Oscar from Colombia. And we got on so well that I went to visit him in Bogota last December. And it was Christmas time. To my surprise, he invited me to his family for a Christmas dinner. And it was a very different experience. He got a really big family. 6 brothers, 15 cousins, lots of aunts, uncles, and other relatives. Really a lot of people. And there was so much love in the air, and even more presents under the Christmas tree. It took them half an hour to distribute these presents during the midnight. Actually, 32 minutes and 15 seconds. And I've got one present too. And I felt involved and included. And before the dinner, we took turns to read prayers all together and sang religious songs also all together. And I felt like being a part of it. Actually, I felt like being a part of his big family. This sort of experience would never happen if I would not use Couchsurfing. The second reason why Couchsurfing can change your life is meeting a special kind of person. In this platform, no money is involved, so people are driven by different values. They don't expect to get something in return from you. They just want to help. They want to share their culture and see yours. The guy who was hosting me in London near Hyde Park didn't do it for profit. I had no money. He did it because he wanted to have a company, and he enjoyed talking to travelers. And people at Couchsurfing are also special because they travel a lot and they've seen a lot, and they're extremely open-minded and non-judgmental. During my first months in Stockholm, I was invited to a Christmas party, to the home party by a Swedish person. Who of you had a similar experience in their first months in Stockholm? Can you show your hands? Well, this guy was Couchsurfer, and you can see that indeed we have a special kind of people at Couchsurfing. And the third reason why Couchsurfing can change your life is extending your comfort zone, especially in terms of sleeping conditions. I slept on the couches which were too hard, couches which were too soft, beds which were quite big, and beds which were small, and even beds for kids. And I slept in apartments which had everything I could wish for, and I slept in apartments which didn't even have running water. In apartments which were in the city center, an apartment which was not even in the city. I slept at places which were really quiet, and at places where an owner was having a party like in the nightclub, just in the next room. All these experiences stretched my comfort zone so much that now I can sleep in almost any condition. And I think this is a personal strength and advantage. But some people may also see it as a disadvantage of couchsurfing, because comfort is not guaranteed. It's usually there, but not always. And another disadvantage of couchsurfing comes from reliability of people. Since no money is involved, they don't have to host you. So sometimes they might cancel. I used couchsurfing hundreds of times, and just twice it was canceled. So it's like 2%. Not much. Not really likely, but still possible. So I think it's good to have a backup plan, which for me is usually another couchsurfer who is happy to host me. If those things put you off, think about your first speech on a stage, or about migrating to a new country. You are probably also uncomfortable and maybe even frightened. But now you know that this made you stronger. And it's the same with couchsurfing in a different domain. You can grow a lot in this platform. So go ahead and register.